Okay. The question given was the question which is based upon the semaphore. We want to synchronize two processes, P and the Q, using binary semaphores S and T. Binary semaphore means that process, that semaphore integer value will have either value 0 and 1. Okay, these are the binary semaphores S and the T. Whereas process P line of code is given, process Q line of code is given. Fine. Whereas process P prints 0 0, process Q prints 1 1. Okay, W X Y Z, this is the blank place we can say. यहाँ पे blank place है where we have to put the values of this integer variable, that is the semaphore. We have to put operation of the semaphore at the place of this W. This value will be put X, V of S will be put Y, P of T will be put Z, V of T will be put, right? And the values of this S and the T will be kept 1 in the first case, right? And the remaining cases will be working like same, PS, फिर VT, then PT, and then VS. And the values will be 1 and 0. For third case, values both 1 and 0. Okay. The question is, we want output string should be like 0011 0011 001. Okay, now let us verify all the cases one by one and let us check how to find out. Now the first case, if we will start, what is our line of code? While 1. Now at the place of W, in the first case, at the place of W, which value we have to put? P of S, right? Then print 0, print 0. And then at the place of X, which operation we have to put? Which value we have to put? V of S, right? Then we have the Q process, while of 1. At the place of Y, we have to keep P of T. Then print 1, print 1, isn't it? And then at the place of Z, we have to put V of T, which is given here, right? Now, the value of S and the T, we are keeping here 1 as per the given example, isn't it? Now let us check. Now suppose we are saying the value or the process will synchronize like this. First, the P process will execute. This is the P process and this is the Q process, right? Suppose P will execute first and then Q will execute first, okay, second. So we want the output string should be like this. Okay. Now suppose P will begin. What P will do? P of S. P of S operation means this is also called as wait operation. This is also called as down operation, isn't it? Which is the atomic operation of the semaphore, which performs the decrementation of the value of that integer variable, right? So P of S will decrement the value. Now the P of S value is 1. So it will decrement the value and the value of the S will be 0 now. अब पहले value 1 था, मतलब there is a scope of P to run this code. अगर यहाँ पे वैल्यू पहले से 0 होता तो ये एग्जीक्यूट ही नहीं होता, क्रिटिकल सेक्शन का इसको एक्सेस ही नहीं मिलता. बट वी हैव द S value 1, so we can say that P can gain the access of critical section. Now suppose after running this atomic operation, after changing the value of S, now P will execute print 0, print 0. So output string will have the first two values now. From the 0 0 हमें मिल गया. Now at the ending, what P process will do? It will run the exit code, that is V of S. Now V of S is also called as the signal of S and up of S, isn't it? These are this is the atomic operation of semaphore, where this operation performs the incrementation process, isn't it? So value of the S now will increment by 1. ठीक है, अब S की वैल्यू जो पहले 0 थी, अब फिर से उसको इंक्रीमेंट कर रहे हैं और वैल्यू बिकम्स 1. मान लो ये रेगुलर हो गया केस, और आफ्टर P के बाद मान लो Q आ गया इन द प्रोसेसर. नाउ व्हाट Q विल डू? इट विल परफॉर्म द सेम थिंग. P of t, it will check P of t value is 1, so there is a scope to execute the critical section, right? So t की value 1 है, P of t मतलब value will be decremented by 1, so this value becomes 0 now. Now it will print, it will execute the critical section part, or we can say the next part from this line of code is print 1, print 1. So the output string now will print 1 1, isn't it? Now it will perform the next exit code, that is v of t. V of t is nothing but the signal of t and up of t. That means the value will be again incremented by 1. So this value we are incrementing by 1. Okay. Now again suppose p will come, तो वहां पे क्या होगा 0 0 1 1, फिर वही हुआ 1 1 0 0. ठीक है, हमने कह दिया कि ऐसा होगा. Fine. This is the one case where we are considering P will execute, Q will execute, P will execute, Q will execute, isn't it? But for now, this is not in our hand कि processor कैसा execute करेगा. We want the value of S and T such that the output string in any condition, in any sequence of process execution, it should print the value like this in any condition. So we are here fixing the order of sequence of execution or sequence of execution of the processes, right? So if I will say in this first case only, we run this code regular manner, P run kiya Q, फिर P, फिर Q, then we got the sequence, that is correct. But what if, मान लो, because S is also initial value क्या है इसके, S1 है, T1 है. मान लो by any chance processor given the chance to queue operation because of any reason, okay, because of suppose राउंड रॉबिन एल्गोरिथम चल रहा है जिसमें इसका चांस खत्म हो गया, वट एवर द रीजन विल बी, सपोज द प्रोसेसर गिव्स द एक्सेस टू द क्यू प्रोसेस. In this case where S and T having the value 1, initial value 1, हार्डवेयर सॉफ्टवेयर जो इसको चाहिए वो अवेलेबल नहीं है, एनी रीजन, ओके, मान लो और एक लाइन ऑफ कोड है जहां पे उसको प्रिंटर चाहिए बट प्रिंटर अभी अवेलेबल नहीं है, बट वट एवर द रीजन विल बी, और कुछ भी नहीं है लेकिन फिर भी अगर प्रोसेसर ने क्यू को पहले मान लो कंसीडर किया, so what will happen in that case? P of t will perform first. Now what is the P of t value? This is 1. Now this value becomes 0 after decrementing. Matlab there is a scope of Q process also to execute first because of the value of this t, because in this case where we have put the operations P of S, P of t, V of S, V of t like this, and the values of both the semaphore is 1 initially. That means whoever come first, because of the values initialized to 1 and the operation which are explained here, which are put here, which we have put here, in any condition, if any of the process will come first, they will have the chance to execute further, isn't it? क्योंकि values दोनों के भी 1 है, right? अगर ऐसा हुआ कि Q process will execute first, then what will happen? The value will be decremented to 0, then it will print 1 1 first, right? It will print 1 1 first. Then this string cannot be opted. We cannot get this string in that case if the Q will execute first, because we both have we can say both semaphore variables having 1 value, so both the processes have chance to execute process or to gain the access of critical section. Okay, so in this way we can consider if both the S and T semaphore variables are set to value 1, then any of the process can get and if any process can get the chance of execution, then they can execute the line of code because of this value. So दोनों के भी 1 होंगे तो वो केस में हमारा expected output मिलेगा जरूरी नहीं, because फिलहाल सीक्वेंस क्या होगा ये हमारे पे डिपेंड नहीं करता, मतलब पहला कौन जाएगा ये हम अभी डिसाइड नहीं कर सकते. We have to find out the generalized solution, not specialized solution, right? इसमें कहीं भी मेंशन नहीं किया है कि P ही पहले एग्जीक्यूट होगा, Q दूसरा एग्जीक्यूट होगा, या Q ही पहले एग्जीक्यूट होगा या P दूसरा एग्जीक्यूट होगा. It is not mentioned anywhere. So you have to consider the generalized solution. You have to consider all the cases. I hope this is clear. Okay. So we can say that S and T, if the value is 1, then none of the case can execute in that manner. Right. तो यहाँ पे ये वाला ऑप्शन तो रिमूव हो जाता है. सेम S और T यहाँ पे भी क्या है, वन ऑप्शन है. मतलब भले ही यहाँ पे कुछ भी हो ऑपरेशन, बट इवन if they are set to 1, if they are set to 1, that means any of the process will get the chance first. Any of the process will get the chance first, because देखो इन दोनों भी प्रोसेसेस के लिए इस थर्ड केस में भी P of S और P of T ही पहले है. W के जगह पे P of S है, Y की जगह पे P of T है, और PP मीन्स डिक्रीमेंट करना है. डिक्रीमेंट करना है मतलब अगर उसमें से पहला कोई भी प्रोसेस आता है तो दे कैन गेन द एक्सेस ऑफ दैट क्रिटिकल सेक्शन. तो उस केस में भी क्या हो सकता है कि Q पहले रन हो सकता है एंड 1 इट कैन प्रिंट. सो दिस इज ऑल्सो नॉट द वैलिड ऑप्शन that we can see because both are initialized to 1. So रहता है ऑप्शन जिसमें कोई एक वैल्यू 1010 हो, 0101 हो. ओके. तो इन दो केसेस में अब हमें क्या करना है, चेक करना है. फाइन. नाउ लेट अस चेक फॉर द बी ऑप्शन. P of S. ओके. W के जगह पे हम क्या कर रहे हैं, P of S. X के जगह पे we have V of T. यहाँ पे V of T है, V of T. Then at the place of Y, we have P of T, and at the place of Z, we have V of S. The second case, V of S. Now, let us check. The value of S is 1 and T is 0. This was the first case, first and the third case. अभी मैं देख रही हूँ for B option, where value of S is set to 1 and T is 0. ठीक है. Now let us run. Suppose P will come first. Regular जो हमने इसके लिए सबसे पहले शुरुआत की थी वैसे ही करेंगे. Suppose P will come first for the execution. Now it has to run the atomic operation P of S. P of S will decrement the value by 1. Now check out the value of S. That is 1. That means there is a scope of P to execute further. मतलब उसको मिलेगा critical section के access क्योंकि वहां पे value of semaphore 1 है. So it can decrement the value and it will change the value to the 0. Okay. Now P will run the code, further code. It print 0, print 0. Now it will print the value 0, 0. Now the next case is, next exit code is V of T. यहाँ पे V of S नहीं है, V of T है. ठीक है. तो वो आगे यहाँ पे T की वैल्यू V of T मतलब वैल्यू ऑफ T सेमाफोर विल बी इंक्रीमेंटेड बाय 1. वो एक केस हुआ. बट मान लो यहाँ पे इवन इफ, अभी ये हम कह रहे हैं कि if P will come then P will print the 0, 0. That is okay. But what if the Q will come first? By any chance, in any case, suppose Q will enter first, then whether this will be valid or not. See, now suppose Q will enter into the CPU, then it will run P of T. Initially, सबसे पहले Q will come, it will run the P of T. इसमें क्या होगा, value will be decremented by 1. So if you can observe the value of semaphore, the T semaphore is 0. So whether in this case Q process can get the access of critical section, if the value of the semaphore is set to 0, we know that P operation or wait operation or down operation will always decrement the value by 1. So if the value is 0 or less than 0, you cannot gain the access of critical section. So this value should be always 1. So even if in any condition, if Q process will come into the we can say CPU for the execution, then also Q cannot execute first. Okay, Q cannot execute first because of the semaphore value is initialized to 0. Okay, so again the scheduler will get the next process, that is P process. Then it will run normally, P of S will happen, and initially S of S value is set to 1. So now by performing P of S, the value will be decremented by 1 and the value becomes 0. Okay, now it will run print 0 0, जो हमने यहाँ पे लिखा था 0 0. Now here it will change, it will run the exit code, that is V of T, that is V of T. So what will happen in V of T? V of T is nothing but signal of T. V of T is nothing but up of T. ओके तीनों भी ऑपरेशन में से कोई भी ऑपरेशन लिखा रह सकता है. मेक श्योर कि आपको पता है उसका मीनिंग, किसमें इंक्रीमेंट और किसमें डिक्रीमेंट. हाँ, सो वी ऑफ टी मींस सिग्नल ऑफ टी, दैट मींस द वैल्यू ऑफ द सेमाफोर विल बी इंक्रीमेंटेड बाय 1. फाइन, वैल्यू ऑफ द सेमाफोर विल बी इंक्रीमेंटेड बाय 1. सो टी की वैल्यू इंक्रीमेंट कर रहे हैं, means after performing or after executing this line of code, P is allowing to the Q to execute further. Right? So now the value of T becomes 1. Now suppose Q will enter. Now suppose Q will enter, it will run P of T. Now P of T is 1. So it can decrement the value by 1. So it becomes 0. And now Q can run print 1, print 1. Right? So the next value will be 1 1. Okay. Now in this case, consider इन बिटवीन, मान लो यहाँ कहीं पे बीच में ही, इवन इफ यहाँ कहीं बीच में भी Q विल बी प्रिंटेड. ओके, मान लो कि यहाँ पे V ऑफ T करने के बाद या फिर इसमें एंट्री होने के बाद भी अगर मान लो ये 2 प्रिंट कर दिया, लेकिन इसके बाद ही इमीडिएटली अगर Q प्रोसेस विल बी प्रिंटेड, कंसिडर, then what will happen? Now CPU will check for the next process. Okay, now there is another process P waiting. So now suppose P will get the access before running also. हाँ, मान लो 1 1 हुआ नहीं, यहाँ पे बस यहाँ तक ही हुआ है और यहाँ पे 1 1 हुआ ही नहीं. हम चेक कर रहे हैं कि कहीं यहाँ पे 0 0 तो नहीं आएगा, वो चेक कर रहे हैं. और इसके बाद ही मान लो प्रिंट हो गया, तो क्या हुआ? P process will gain the access. Now what P has to do? P has to perform P of S, right? So check the value of S. The value of S is set to 0. That means P cannot gain the access of critical section, right? Even if the Q will be printed in the middle, then also P cannot execute. कब तक नहीं एग्जीक्यूट करता? जब तक Q उसको यहाँ पे अलाउ नहीं करता आफ्टर इट्स ओन एग्जीक्यूशन. अभी जो हम पहला देख रहे थे कि रेगुलर एग्जीक्यूशन, जैसे 1 1 प्रिंट हो गया, देन नाउ Q will run the exit code V of S, जहां पे value of the S will be incremented by 1. See here, value of S will be incremented by 1. Now S becomes 1. Fine. So now if S becomes 1, now P can get the access of this. P of S तो होगा फिर से 0 और प्रिंट होगा 0 0. और फिर V of T होगा यहाँ पे. V of T मतलब जो वैल्यू यहाँ पे डिक्रीमेंट हुई थी, अब फिर से वो यहाँ पे इसको अलाउ कर रहा है फॉर द Q, तो ये करेगा 1. अगर वैल्यू ऑफ T 1 हो गई तो ही अब Q क्या कर सकता है? नेक्स्ट रन कर सकता है. और फिर से ये इसको अलाउ करेगा, देन फिर से 0 0 प्रिंट होगा, फिर ये इसको अलाउ करेगा, फिर ये 1 1 होगा. सो बाय यूजिंग दिस S value and the T value like this, and by putting the operations of wait and the signal or P and V like this, we can get the output string 0 0 1 1 0 0 1 1 0 0 1 1 in the sequence, right? So we can say that this suits for our example. Let us just verify. अभी तो हमको आंसर इधर ही मिल गया, but let us check for this condition also कि इसमें क्या गड़बड़ी है या इससे भी हो रहा है कि नहीं हो रहा है. That we will see now. अभी इसमें क्या है? P of S है at the place of X. ठीक है, वो तो नहीं, W. P of S लिखा हुआ है पहले से ही. V of S है यहाँ पे क्या है? V of S है. और then P of T है और यहाँ पे V of T है. V of T. and the value is initial. समझ में आ रहा है क्या इसमें? Are you getting this? Anyone please reply? Yes ma'am. हाँ, okay Prathamesh, thank you. What was I saying? हाँ, so P of S है, W चौथा केस देख रहे हैं, फोर्थ केस, P of S, V of S, P of T and the V of T, and the value of S is set to 1 and the value of T is set to 0 now. अभी मान लो P, पहले P प्रोसेस आता है तो P of S will be run. Now there is a case where S is initialized to 1, that means P can run smoothly. तो यहाँ पे वैल्यू हो जाएगी 0, फिर यहाँ पे प्रिंट होगा 0 0, that is okay. Now it is running the operation V of S. Okay, V of S. V of S मतलब the value of the S semaphore will increment by 1. मतलब इसने खुद का ही सेमाफोर जो डिक्रीमेंट किया था, मतलब ये जो सेमाफोर फॉर एंट्री के लिए जो उसके है जो डिक्रीमेंट किया था वही यहाँ पे आगे जाके इंक्रीमेंट कर रहा है. ओके फाइन. नाउ सपोज Q will enter after the smooth execution of this P process. Suppose Q will enter. Now what P will do? Q will do P of T it will run. P of T मतलब T सेमाफोर का वैल्यू शुड बी 1, तो वो डिक्रीमेंट करके आगे का गेन कर सकता है लाइन ऑफ कोड. But the T value is initialized to 0. So Q process cannot gain the access of critical section. Right? If P of T 1 होता तो चांस होते. Right? तो P of T यहाँ पे 0 होने के कारण Q process cannot execute further. And there is no any scope in the P process who is changing the value of semaphore T. P process is only updating the values of semaphore S only. It is decrementing here, incrementing here, decrementing here, incrementing here. Okay, so we can say that if value of the T semaphore is no one incrementing, no one is setting to 0, that means Q process will not execute, और we can say never execute, क्योंकि उसकी वैल्यू कोई इंक्रीमेंट कर ही नहीं रहा है ना, वो खुद ही इंक्रीमेंट कर रहा है एट द एंड, which is not useful. उसको एंट्री करने के लिए भी तो उसकी वैल्यू 1 होनी चाहिए. No one is incrementing that, isn't it? So Q process will not never run. सिर्फ P ही रन होता जाएगा 0 0 0 0, which is not what we required. Right? So this option is also wrong. So B option with this atomic operations of the sequence in the sequence and with the value of semaphore 1 and the 0 will give us this output string. I hope जिन्होंने भी कोशिश की है, well done, कि आपने at least try किया है. But make sure whenever you are finding such type of the solutions, you have to consider all the cases कि अगर इससे पहले ये आया, इसको प्रिंट किया तो अगर ये आया, like this. Okay, because nowhere in the question it is mentioned कि P ही पहले रन होगा, फिर Q रन होगा, या Q ही पहले रन होगा, P रन होगा, like this. So you have to find out the generalized solution by putting the atomic operation like this in this sequence at the place of this blank places W, X, Y, Z and with this value. Okay. So और किसका आया था? हेमंत. हेमंत ही है ना ये? Is it clear? Roll number 42. Then Prathamesh.
Yes.
I hope it's clear. Okay. Okay, fine. So now let us begin the next point, producer consumer problem. Just a minute. Okay. Now our next point is producer consumer problem. First of all, we have to learn what problem can occur in producer consumer synchronization. Also, after that, we have to check how semaphore will can solve the problem of producer consumer. This is important question with respect to your university examination. If you will analyze the previous question paper, अगर 10 पेपर है तो उसमें से 7 पेपर में ये प्रोड्यूसर कंज्यूमर प्रॉब्लम आपको पूछा गया है. ठीक है. So producer consumer problem, in this process, or we can say in this concept, we have two processes. One is the producer problem, another one is the consumer problem. Whereas this both the processes are concurrent processes. Ab concurrent means obviously they are sharing something with each other, right? Something is there, some variable hoga या memory location होगा, resources होंगे which are common in between both. huh? So these are the concurrent processes, and we have to check whether they can manage to share the buffer or share the content which are available in the common space in the smooth manner, या फिर result वहां पे check हो रहा है कि नहीं, और कौन से केस में नहीं होता है. That first of all we have to understand. Okay, and later on we will see how we can solve the problem. Now just look at this code. This is the code for producer, by using which the producer is going to produce the items, and consumer is, this is the line of code for the consumer process, where consumer process will consume the items which is produced by the producer. Fine. And this is the buffer space. This is the buffer or memory location where whatever the items will be produced by the producer will be kept into this buffer, and consumer is also going to consume the items from this buffer itself. So this buffer is the common space in between the producer and the consumer processes. Okay. And they are sharing, both the processes are sharing one common variable which is called as the count variable. Count is a global variable. Fine. Count is a global variable. Now what it is storing actually? How many items are present in this buffer? How many items are present in this buffer? That count will be stored into this count variable. Now currently this buffer is empty, isn't it? So the count value will be 0. Fine. Now there is two more variables, in and out. Now this in is the local variable for this producer problem or producer process, and this out variable is local variable for this consumer process. ठीक है. वो क्या बताते हैं in and out? Next location from the buffer where I have to put the produced item with respect to producer process, and out will tell you the next location from where I have to consume the items with respect to your consumer process. Okay, background समझ में आ रहा है? Basic इसका समझ में आया? Producer consumer problem we are discussing here. There are two processes, producer and the consumer, and the common between both the processes is the buffer space and the count variable. Fine. Now let us check how the line of code is executing, and we will first check out the normal condition. Agar sab kuch normal raha, there is no any we can say interruption occurred, then how they will run. Okay. Now here is int count equals to 0, that we know if no any item is present in this, then int count which is initialized to 0. Then void producer void simply an int temp item p hai, int item p. Now item p ye kya hai कि whatever the item we are producing उसका एक वेरिएबल है. जैसे कोई भी आइटम, जैसे x1 x2 x3 ये आइटम अगर प्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं मान लो, तो दैट विल बी स्टोर्ड इनटू आइटम p, दैट विल बी आइडेंटिफाइड बाय दिस वेरिएबल. ओके. नाउ व्हाइल ट्रू व्हिच इज ऑलवेज ट्रू. ओके. प्रोड्यूस dot item of item p. प्रोड्यूसर इज गोइंग टू प्रोड्यूस सम ऑफ द आइटम. ओके. यहाँ पे आइटम p एक उसने आइटम प्रोड्यूस किया. कंसीडर दैट आइटम इज x1. फाइन. Suppose it will produce an item x1. Now while count is equals to n, and there is a semicolon, while count is equals to n. Now what is n? Now here the n value is initialized to 8. Now why it is 8? This n variable tells you the buffer size, how many locations I have. Okay, buffer space jitna hai na, that is the value of n. Now here in our case we have n is equals to 8, which will be named with 0 to n minus 1, मतलब 0 से 7 तक यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है जैसे उसके लोकेशन के नेम रहेंगे. Fine. So while count equals to n. Now what is count? Count is how many items are present in the buffer. So this condition is checking कि count उतना तो नहीं है जितना buffer का size है. That means whether the buffer is full or not, that we are checking. Are you getting this? Whether the buffer is full or not, वहां पे जगह है कि नहीं वो हम चेक कर रहे हैं, so that the produced item can be put into the buffer space, right? So this condition will tell you, suppose if this condition is true, मान लो यहाँ पे n का count is 8 और buffer space भी 8. If this condition becomes true, then there is a semicolon, मतलब this loop will run infinitely till the value or the space will become available to put the item back into the buffer. ठीक है? So here we are checking the condition whether the buffer is full or not, while count is equals to n. अगर ये true होता है, that means the buffer is full. Okay, but for now count value is 0 equals to 8. This condition becomes false, so we can move to the next instruction. Fine. Now buffer of in is equals to item p. Item p जो हमने x1 यहाँ पे item p जो हमने क्या किया था, x1 प्रोड्यूस किया था. Where we have to put this? We have to put this now at the place of in, buffer of in. What is the value of in? Currently everyone suppose currently the value of in is 0, क्योंकि यहाँ पे कुछ भी नहीं है. The first location, from the first location everything is available. Okay, and out is also 0. Now so at the place of 0 we are going to put the item p. So what is our item p? X1. So at x0 position we are putting here the x1 variable or the item. Now next what we are doing here, in equals to in plus 1 mod n. In variable क्या बताता है? In variable will tell you the next location from where I have to produce or where I have to put the produced item with respect to producer process. और out क्या करता है? वो बताता है from where I have to consume, right? तो in यहाँ पे बता रहा है आपका जहां पे आपने लोकेशन पे रख दिया, और आप क्या करना है, in की वैल्यू हमें 1 से इंक्रीमेंट करनी है, so that whenever the producer will produce the next item, that will be put into that next location. We are changing the value of in here by +1. अभी in की वैल्यू क्या थी? 0 थी. So 0 plus 1 mod n. n की वैल्यू कितनी है? 8. So 1 mod 8 will be 1. Mod is what? Modulus, right? It will always give you the remainder, right? Modulus function will always give you the remainder. So 1 mod 8 will be 1. So the value of now in will be 1. So whenever the producer will produce the items next time, that item will be put into this next location, one location. Okay. Now after this what we are doing? Count equals to count plus 1. What is the count variable? Count variable will store the information regarding how many items are present into this buffer. Initially count was initialized to 0, isn't it? But now we have produced one item, so we have to increment the value of count. So we are here doing count equals to count plus 1. So count value will be incremented by 1, so this 0 becomes 1. अब ये count equals to count plus 1 मतलब क्या होता है? बैकग्राउंड में कुछ माइक्रो इंस्ट्रक्शंस रन होते हैं. जब इंक्रीमेंट करते हैं कोई भी वैल्यू, बैकग्राउंड में कुछ माइक्रो इंस्ट्रक्शंस रन होते हैं उसके बिहाइंड. मतलब क्या होता है? फॉर एग्जांपल, whenever we are doing count equals to count plus 1, first instruction under this one step will be performed is load rp सपोज आरपी इज वन ऑफ द रजिस्टर, ठीक है, इससे रिलेटेड एम ऑफ काउंट, मतलब काउंट का जो वैल्यू था ना, जो 0, दैट विल बी लोडेड इनटू दिस आरपी, जो 0 था यहाँ पे, मान लो 0 लोड किया। नाउ इंक्रीमेंट आरपी, अब क्या होगा, दिस आरपी रजिस्टर विल बी इंक्रीमेंटेड बाय 1, सो नाउ दिस आरपी इज 1। नाउ स्टोर एम ऑफ काउंट आरपी, मतलब आरपी का जो भी नया वैल्यू है दैट वी आर गोइंग टू स्टोर इट इनटू द काउंट। ये क्यों लिखे हैं 3 स्टेप, बिकॉज इन द सेकेंड केस वी आर गोइंग टू प्रिंट आवर प्रोसेस इन बिटवीन दिस। उस केस के लिए यहाँ पे बस मैंने लिखा हुआ है कि इसके अंदर ये 3 इंस्ट्रक्शंस रन होते हैं, राइट। सो सिंपली व्हाट वी हैव डन टिल नाउ, प्रोड्यूसर has produced one item x1 which we have kept into this buffer, okay, and whenever it is necessary to change the variable values we have changed, in की value change की, count की value change की, and then we have put that item into the buffer, okay. I hope this is clear. Now suppose consumer will come to consume the item, okay, void consumer void, कंज्यूमर का प्रोसेस रन हो रहा है, int item c, द कंज्यूमर रिलेटेड लोकल वेरिएबल है ये item c, ठीक है। नाउ while true, which is always true, हाँ, while count equals to 0, now here we are checking out कि whether count variable is 0 or not. Why we are checking? So that we are understanding here कि कहीं ये बफर खाली तो नहीं है. If it is empty, then how consumer is going to consume the item? It is not possible. So we are here checking out while count equals to 0, if this condition becomes true. अगर condition true हो जाती है, that means your buffer is empty. Okay, if this condition is true, then your buffer is empty. But for now, अगर empty होता है, अगर this condition is true, then always this will stuck here. जब तक उसकी condition false नहीं हो जाती. This is the entry, we can say entry code, right? Here also this is the entry code. Now, but now for now the count value is 1. Count variable, which is the global variable, consumer and producer both are sharing this variable, right? So currently count का value क्या है, 1 है, so condition becomes false. So now it will run the next code. Item C is equals to buffer of out, मतलब buffer में out के location पे whatever the item is there, that we have to put it into the item C. Now what is the value of out? Out is initialized to 0. So at 0th position, whatever the item is there, x1 we have. So this x1 will be kept into the item C variable. This x1 we are going to put here. Fine. Now next, out equals to out plus 1 mod n. What we are doing, we are changing the value of out. क्यों change कर रहे हैं? So that whenever next time consumer process will run, तो कहां से उसको प्रोडक्ट को कंज्यूम करना है, दैट वी आर गोइंग टू वेरीफाई फ्रॉम दिस आउट वैल्यू. सो व्हाट वी आर डूइंग, वी आर इंक्रीमेंटिंग द वैल्यू प्लस 1. आउट की वैल्यू थी पहले 0 प्लस 1 mod 8. एन की वैल्यू क्या है, 8 है मैक्सिमम वैल्यू. सो 1 mod 8, that is 1. So now we are changing the value from 0 to 1 of this out variable. Now next, count equals to count minus 1. Count variable क्या बताता है, how many items are present into the buffer, right? So now consumer has already consumed this x1, मतलब यहाँ से ये हट गया, उसको उसने consume कर लिया, अब खाली है ये space. Okay? Now what we are doing कि buffer में जो भी एक था ना, उसको हमने use कर लिया है. So we are decrementing the value here. Count minus 1. So this count will be decremented by 1. Now count value is 1. Now process dot item of item C. Whatever the item we have consumed, what the further process will be executed. ठीक है, जब भी हम आगे सेम चीज यहाँ पे प्लस के 3 इंस्ट्रक्शंस थे, अभी काउंट -1 करते वक्त भी क्या होगा, सपोज इससे रिलेटेड एक आरसी रजिस्टर है, कंज्यूमर से रिलेटेड आरसी रजिस्टर है, रीड आरसी, आरसी फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल इनिशियलाइज टू 0 था, काउंट की वैल्यू 1 था, राइट, काउंट की वैल्यू जिसमें थी वो हमने आरसी में ले ली, लोड कर दी, that is 1. Then we are decrementing the RC variable, decremented by 0, and then this 0 we are going to put it back into the count variable, मतलब जो वैल्यू हमने डिक्रीमेंट करी. Fine. So in this way, whatever the producer is producing, that we are putting up in this buffer, and consumer then can consume the item. So this process can run smoothly in the case where we can say the first producer will produce the item, then consumer will consume the item. If the buffer is free, if the buffer is not or we can say buffer is not contain any item, then how consumer is going to consume that? उस केस में क्या हो सकता है, गड़बड़ी हो सकती है. या फिर in some of the cases synchronization if it is not correct, then the values which are we are considering for the purpose of synchronization कि कितने items है, so that we are checking out that items and then we are running the consumer, right? And if we are checking out the count for producing the item, but what if this count value becomes wrong? Okay, वो कौन से केस में होगा, वो that problem we will discuss. ये हुआ normal condition. जो next इसका problem occur हो सकता है, that we will डिस्कस इन द नेक्स्ट सेशन. वो अभी बस 5 मिनट का टाइम है अपने पास, उसमें उतने में खत्म नहीं होगा. सो आई विल कंटिन्यू दैट इन द नेक्स्ट सेशन. ओके.